Before Srila Prabhupada would begin class, he would always chant, "A window to the spiritual world," sung by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Jaya Radha Madhava. We have a Mridanga player in the house?
Yes.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Shtapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Namayam Dadati Svatantikam Vanchakalpa Drubhyascha Kripasindubhyevacha Patitanang Vavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So before I forget, I was asked to mention that today is Vihan or Vidhan?
Vihan.
It's Vihan Prabhu's birthday. So your son,
yeah.
How old is he today?
11 today.
His body has changed 11 times. Every 7 years they say all his cells change, so he almost has had 2 changes of bodies. But it is our prayer that his next birth will be in Lord Krishna's Bhoma Lila pastimes. And it's your duty to make sure that happens. And by bringing him here, a very good chance that Suchinam Shrimatam Gehe Yoga Brashto Vijayate. The yogi who does not complete his bhakti to Krishna in last life, then in this life he's born in the family where Mata and Pita are Vaishnavas. And he's hearing about Krishna from the time he's just a bacha, instead of all kinds of nonsense things. So that is our hope. But Srila Prabhupada said these children are our future hope. He also said, if you knew who was being born in our families, you would faint. Great souls, not ordinary. Okay, so I've been asked to cover a few verses today. Chapter 8, verse 19. I don't know, do we show these verses up here? I don't know. Are they there? No.
You want to show?
Okay.
You want to show them?
I don't want it last minute. I mean, anyway, I don't want to create disruption. Okay, so text 19 is Buddha Guruma Saevayam Bhutva Bhutva Praliyate Ratri Agame Vasaparta Aprabhavatya Ahar Agame. Again and again, when Brahma's day arrives, all living entities come into being. And with the arrival of Brahma's night, they are helplessly annihilated. Report, the less intelligent who try to remain within this material world may be elevated to higher planets, and then again must come down to this planet Earth. During the daytime of Brahma, they can exhibit their activities on higher and lower planets within this material world. But at the coming of Brahma's night, they are all annihilated. In this day, they receive various bodies for material activities, and at night they no longer have bodies, but remain compact in the body of Vishnu. Then again they are manifest at the arrival of Brahma's day. Bhutva Bhutva Praliyate. During the day they become manifest, and at night they are annihilated again. Does anybody know here how long is the length of one day of Brahma? Who knows? Put up your hand. What kind of time period are we talking about? A day of Brahma.
I know so many zeros after it.
So many zeros are after it. Close. Yes, 4.32 billion years is the day of Lord Brahma. And what's another name for a day of Brahma? Kalpa. Yes, thank you. You're a real Panditji. So that's a day and a night. So that would be 8.64 billion years. So that's a partial pralaya. That's not a mahapralaya or devastation, is the life of Brahma. So ultimately, when Brahma's life is finished, they are all annihilated and they remain unmanifest for millions and millions of years. This is supposed to give us impetus to get serious about our Krishna consciousness, because we don't want to get stuck in another day or night of Lord Brahma. Srila Prabhupada's giving us he's giving us an easy journey to other planets. And all we have to do is chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Free from the 10 offenses. This is something to study. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur goes into much greater detail in his Harinam Chintamani. We can read them. And does anyone here know what is the cause of all the other 10 offenses? Put your hand up, please. Not everyone at the same time. Prabhu? Louder, please. If our chanting is inattentive and we're like, watching the TV while chanting, that's very inattentive. Or, I don't know. What are other examples of inattentive chanting? Can you give an example?
Eating.
Huh?
Eating.
Eating at the same time while trying to chant? Yeah, that would be pretty inattentive. But it's said that the 6 Goswamis, they would chant Hare Krishna mantra between bites of prasad, but I don't think that was their japa. They were just accustomed to chanting all the time. Yes, Prabhu?
Stressing.
Stressing? Stressing or stretching?
Stressing.
Stressing.
If you're stressing.
Stress.
That might be a good reason to chant though. If you're stressing too much. Like I was in the hospital, I don't know, 3 or 4 years back, and I had an appendicitis, and I had a friend, he said that he was worried about me being in the hospital, and then he realized worrying or stressing is not going to accomplish anything. So he decided to start praying. Because praying is better than stressing, right, or worrying. You can pray to Krishna, as we just prayed for Janardhan Maharaj and Jaipataka Swami. And who was the third person? Ramapad Swami. Yeah. Srila Prabhupada goes on in this purport, but these intelligent, okay, so when Brahma is born again in another millennium, they are again manifest. In this way, they are captivated by the spell of the material world. But those intelligent persons who take to Krishna consciousness use the human life fully in the devotional service of the Lord, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thus they transfer themselves, even in this life, to the spiritual planet of Krishna and become eternally blissful there, not being subject to such rebirths. And in the next verse, which I think is probably the most popular verse, like, I did research one time, 15:15, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Shani Vishto, that is a very popular verse that Prabhupada quoted, I forget, over 100 times. But this verse also, Paras Tasmantu Bhavonyo, is also it's a verse worth memorizing. But we don't have it on the board, right? Oh, it's there. Okay, fantastic. 820 is that?
Yes.
Okay, everyone repeat after me. Paras Tasmantu Bhavonyo. Vyakto Vyaktat Sanatana. Ya sa sarveshu bhuteshu. Nashyatsu na vinashyati. So if there's anyone here that enjoys learning shlokas, this is one worth memorizing. It's quoted by Prabhupada quite often. Yet there is another unmanifest nature which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. In the purport, Prabhupada says, Krishna's supreme spiritual energy is transcendental and eternal. It is beyond all the changes of material nature, which is manifest and annihilated during the days and nights of Brahma. Krishna's superior energy is completely opposite in quality to material nature. Superior and inferior nature are explained in the 7th chapter. So when you're doing blocks of verses like this here, because I'm not familiar with your system, do you read the purports to all the verses? Is that what you usually do? Sorry?
Many times we do.
You do? Okay. So that brings us to verse 21. Avyakto kshara ityuktas tam ahoh paramangatim yam prapyana nivartante tadama paramang bhavan. Is it there? Oh, very good. Very good organization here. Okay, so what does that mean? that which the Vedantas describe as unmanifest and infallible, that which is known as the supreme destination, that place from which, having attained, one never returns, that is my supreme abode. And in the purport, you have to, I think many of you may already know, these purports, these commentaries or tikas that are being given by Srila Prabhupada, he would wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning and he would go through 12 different Bhagavad Gitas. Imagine that. Just to prepare for this class, I was seeing, my brain is all over the universe. And Prabhupada, every morning, he would study the commentaries of 12 different acharyas. And then he would synthesize into this for us. Should never take that for granted. So here Prabhupada has synthesized and realized the supreme abode of the personality of Godhead, Krishna, is described in the Brahma Samhita as Chintamani Dham. Does anyone know this verse? Let's all chant it together. Chintamani prakarasad masukalpa vriksha lakshariteshu surabir abhipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra satasam brahma sevyamanam Govinda Mari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So that's part of what we're singing when we're greeting the deities. Govinda Mari Purusham. So this is this verse is often quoted by Srila Prabhupada. And the translation is, I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, Adi Purusham, who is tending the cows. When I was a little boy, I could never imagine that God took care of cows. I was ignorant. I was raised in a Ukrainian Catholic, Greek Orthodox Christian family. Nobody told me that God likes to take care of cows. And it makes so much sense. If we take care of Gomata, Gomata takes care of us. So that's why Prabhupada encouraged us to prepare paneer in ghee. And he made a nice recipe called the Meat Eater's Delight, which consists of paneer cooked in ghee to give people that rich taste so that they would forget about eating the gomata. We have to give them param drishtavani vartate, give them the higher taste. And so not only is he tending the cows, surabhi abhipalayantam, but he's yielding all desires. You go to Vrindavan. How many here have been to Vrindavan Dham? Raj? Yes. So you know there's desire trees there. There's a Krishna Balaram tree also. And it is said that if you sit under that tree, whatever desire you want will be fulfilled. That's why there's a saying, be careful what you desire. Because you may desire something that you later regret. And what is the excuse me. What is the best thing that we can desire? Would anyone like to try it? You know all the answers. We'll come to you at the end. When nobody else knows, we'll come to you. She's so enthusiastic. Utsahan nishchayat daryat. This is the first qualification for being a good devotee, is to be very, and just enthusiasm. It's kind of, what is your name, Mataji? Manuja? Banuja. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Yes, we should pray for developing Krishna prema. We should pray for service. Like, what was Srila Prabhupada's desire when he went to Bhaktisiddhanta? He only had one question for him. What was it? Anyone know? Imagine, you have a chance to come in front of Prabhupada, which you do. He's here in his murti, he's in his books. And you can ask him anything. I had a chance to do this when I was in Mayapur in 1977. I went there to take Brahminical second initiation from Prabhupada. And the announcement was, anyone who wants to speak to Srila Prabhupada, he's having darshan at 11 o'clock in the morning. So imagine, you have a chance to go and sit in front of Prabhupada. What are you going to ask him? Prabhupada asked Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, how can I serve you? That's the best, isn't it? Then you get an instruction for the rest of your life. So, Prabhupada goes on. So, the supreme abode of Lord Krishna, known as Goloka Vrindavan, is full of palaces made of touchstone. There are also trees called desire trees that supply any type of eatable upon demand. And there are cows known as Surabhi cows. Has anyone here been to Gir farms yet? Of
Yes.
Yashomati and Vishal Prabhu? Yes. You can go and visit the Gir cows. They also have programs there as well. And so these Surabhi cows, they supply a limitless supply of milk. Wow. In this abode, the Lord is served by hundreds of thousands of goddesses known as Lakshmi, and he is called Govinda, the primeval Lord and the cause of all causes. The Lord is accustomed to blow his flute. Venum Panantam, right? And his transcendental form is the most attractive in all the worlds. I'm just thinking how, I don't know who are the Bollywood stars, but I'm just thinking how millions of people became attracted by the movements of Michael Jackson and Fred Astaire, but they're nothing like, nobody can move like Krishna. Can you imagine? Even, just these Karni dancers are so like mesmerizing. We can't imagine how enchanting Krishna's dancing is. And his eyes are like lotus petals. The color of his body is like the color of clouds. He is so attractive that his beauty excels that of thousands of cupids. He wears saffron cloth, a garland around his neck, and a peacock feather in his hair. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna gives only a small hint of his personal abode, Goloka Vrindavan, which is the supermost planet in the material kingdom. A vivid description is given in the Brahma Samhita, Vedic literature, and in the Kanta Upanishad, where it is stated that there is nothing superior to the abode of the Supreme Godhead, and that abode is the ultimate destination. Purushan na param kachit sa kushta sa paragati. When one attains to it, he never returns to the material world. Krishna's supreme abode and Krishna himself are non-different, being of the same quality. On the earth, Vrindavan, 90 miles southeast of Delhi, is a replica of that supreme Golok Vrindavan located in the spiritual sky. When Krishna descended to this earth, he sported on that particular tract of land known as Vrindavan, in the district of Mathura, India. Just 2 more verses to go. Purusha sa paraparta bhaktya labhyas divinanyamyan yasanta shtani bhutani yena sarvam midang tatam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is greater than all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Although he is present in his abode, he is all-pervading and everything is situated within him. Purport. It is here clearly stated that the supreme destination, from which there is no return, is the abode of Krishna, the Supreme Person. The Brahma Samhita describes the supreme abode as Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, a place where everything is full of spiritual bliss. All the variegatedness manifest there is of the quality of spiritual bliss. Nothing there is material. That variegatedness is the spiritual expansion of the Supreme Godhead himself. The spiritual or superior energy described in the 7th chapter is also manifest there. As far as the material world is concerned, although the Lord is always in his supreme abode, he is nonetheless all-pervading by his material energy. So, by his spiritual and material energies, he is present everywhere, both in the material and in the spiritual universes. Yasyanta Shtani means that everything is sustained within him, within either his spiritual or material energy. The Lord is all-pervading by these 2 energies. To enter Krishna's supreme abode or the innumerable Vaikuntha planets is possible only by bhakti, devotional service is clearly indicated here by the word bhaktya. No other process can help one attain that supreme abode. The Vedas, the Gopal Tapani Upanishad 121, also describes the supreme abode and the supreme personality of Godhead, Eko Vasi Saravaga Krishna. In that abode, there is only one supreme personality of Godhead, whose name is Krishna. He is the supreme merciful deity, and although situated there as one, he has expanded himself into millions and millions of planetary expansions. The Vedas compare the Lord to a tree standing still, yet bearing many varieties of fruits, flowers, and changing leaves. The planetary expansions of the Lord who preside over the Vaikuntha planets are four-armed, and they are known by a variety of names: Purushottam, Trivikram, Keshava, Madhava, Aniruddha, Rishikesh, Shankarshan, Pradyumna, Sridhar, Vasudev, Damodar, Janardhan, Narayan, Vaman, Padmanabh, etc. The Brahma Samhita 537 also confirms that although the Lord is always in the supreme abode, Goloka Vrindavan, he is all-pervading, so that everything is going on nicely. Goloka Eva Nivisati Akilatma Bhuta. As stated in the Vedas, Svetashvara Upanishad 6:8, Parashishaktir Vividhaya Vashruyate Swabhavaki Jnana Balakriyacha. His energies are so expansive that they systematically conduct everything in the cosmic manifestation without a flaw, although the Supreme Lord is far, far away. And last but not least, verse 23, Yatra Kale Divanad Vritim Anvritim Shaiva Yoginaha Prayata Yanti Tam Kalam Vaksyam Bharatara Sarva. O best of the Bharats, I shall now explain to you the different times at which passing away from this world the yogi does or does not come back. Purport: the unalloyed devotees of the Supreme Lord, who are totally surrendered souls, do not care when they leave their bodies or by what method. They leave everything in Krishna's hands and so easily and happily return to Godhead. But those who are not unalloyed devotees, who depend instead on such methods of spiritual realization as karma yoga, jnana yoga, and hatha yoga, must leave the body at a suitable time in order to be sure of whether or not they return to the world of birth and death. If the yogi is perfect, he can select the time and situation for leaving this material world. But if he is not so expert, his success depends on his accidentally passing away at a certain suitable time. The suitable times at which one passes away and does not come back are explained by the Lord in the next verse. According to Acharya Baladev Vijabhushan, the Sanskrit word Kala used herein refers to the presiding deity of time. So we have a few minutes left here. So in this chapter 8, Arjuna has a bunch of questions and Krishna is answering them. Krishna explains what is Brahman. Brahman is the Atma. And he also explains that the essence of the Atma, or the soul, is, or the Dharma is the Sanatan Dharma. Like there's some personal growth speaker, he's written a book called Born to Serve. So that's what we were born to do. We were born to serve Krishna. But in the meantime, having forgotten Krishna, we look for a wife to serve, and the wife looks for a husband to serve, or the husband and wife look for a baby to serve. They make a baby and serve the baby. Or some people who, they may get dogs or cats and serve them. We can't get away from serving. Serve we must. Prabhupada gives the example, if you were to be able to send a threshing machine, you know, a machine that separates the chaff from the grain, and if you could send it to heaven, what would it do? It would continue to thresh wheat, because that's what it does. So that's what we were meant to do, to serve Krishna. And we are Sanatanists, Sanatan Dharmis. Which of course, according to, a lot of impersonalists, they also use this term, Sanatan Dharma, but they may not actually understand what that means. Krishna explains to Arjuna in this chapter how karma actually is what causes the creation of this body. He also explains how the devatas, the demigods, are part of the Virat Rup of Krishna. As a 1968, 64. I was 14 years old, and this modern guitar player, very big guitar god, so to speak, Jimi Hendrix, he came out with this album called Axis, Bold as Love, and his face was superimposed over that of Lord Vishnu. I don't think it was his fault, I just think it was a marketing ploy by his manager, because Indian culture was very popular at that time. And his bass player and drummer replaced the faces of Brahma and Shiva. And I wanted to know, because I could see all the other demigods that were coming out of the Virat Rup of Vishnu. And I was thinking, I want to get to the bottom of this. Who's really behind the face of Jimi Hendrix and his bass player and drummer? And because I had that really intense desire to want to know, then eventually it was revealed to me, that's actually God. I know it's not cool, it's not, respectful that the face of these musicians were put in front of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. But it worked for me, because it made me want to know who is really under the photos of these popular musicians. So it's explained that the Paramatma is Krishna himself. Krishna is speaking to us 24/7. Do you ever stop to think that? That God is actually talking to us all the time. Are we listening? Are we on the right channel? Or are we, all kinds of static is going on there. So that's why it's so good to go and do some japa in the forest in the morning. I stayed at the Mahatma Gandhi clinic in Pune a couple years back. And I heard Prabhupada saying morning sun gives energy, afternoon sun takes it away. But they told me further at the Gandhi clinic that the time right after the sun rises, that's when the UV rays are at their max. That's when you get the most energy. So if you need more energy to get more things done, go out for a japa walk right after as the sun is rising. What time is it now? 6:30 the sun rises? Anyone know? 6:08. Very good. So let's all be out there tomorrow morning at 6:08. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Getting the blessings of Surya Narayan. Om Namo Narayana. So as this chapter progresses, Krishna discusses such verses as Yam Yam Vapi Smaram Bhavam Chyaja Chante Kalevanam Tam Tam Evaite Konteya Sada Tat Bhava Bhavita. Whatever state of being one achieves at the time that death comes, to that state one achieves without fail. So since we want to go to Krishna and not have to come back and pay for mortgages and utilities and all kinds of other bills, because Krishna says, Natat Vasayate Suryona Nashashanko Napavaka. In that supreme abode of his, it's always bright, it's always light. You don't have to worry about paying any electric bills. So how to always think of Krishna? Krishna says we can think of him as the one who knows everything. He knows past, present, and future. We may think that we can get away with doing something, but Krishna knows. He's the Antaryami within our heart. He's watching it all. He's the witness. And he's the supreme controller. He's smaller than the smallest. He's the one that's maintaining us. He's beyond the material conception. He's known as Achintya. He's inconceivable. And he's always a person. The Supreme Lord, Bhagavan, is always a person. There's one popular singer, his name is Krishna Das, and he's going, Jai Bhagavan, Jai Bhagavan, Jai Bhagavan. Well, who's that Bhagavan? Oh, it could be Shiva, it could be Brahma, it could be... No. This is not according to Shastra. Of course, to certain people in modes of nature, if they want to think that Brahma is Bhagavan, like I think they have Brahma temples in Indonesia, that's great. It's a step. You're getting there. If someone wants to think that Maheshwara is Bhagavan, in one sense there's nothing wrong with that. However, when you study the teachings of Rupa Goswami in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it says that Brahma has 77% of the qualities of Krishna. Lord Shiva has 84% of the qualities of Lord Krishna. Lord Vishnu has 96% of the qualities of Lord Krishna. But only Lord Krishna plays on the flute. Only Lord Krishna is surrounded by very loving, intimate devotees like the gopis. Only Lord Krishna engages in very intimate leelas with his devotees. So practicing celibacy, this is one of the qualifications for going back to Godhead, to overcoming this Rajaguna influence. That's why Prabhupada said that better to marry one woman than to be thinking of 10 of them. And hopefully have a loving exchange centered around Krishna, that one's mind does not have to go anywhere else. So these different verses that we're reading, where Krishna confirms, what is it? Abrahama Muvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna Mahamupetya Tukontiya Punarjanmana Vidyate. From the highest planet, Brahmaloka, down to the lowest planet, Patala Loka, all are places of misery wherein repeated birth and death take place. But Krishna says, one who takes shelter of me, he doesn't have to come back and suffer anymore. So, one could be thinking, okay, well, yes, the material world is a place of suffering. So, they become apathetic. But no, understanding the nature of this material world, Krishna is telling Arjuna that even though distress is inevitable, you should still do your duty. And so what is our duty? Okay, because we have the duty of a brahmachari, a duty of grihastha duties, we have vanaprastha duties, sannyasi has his duty. But Srila Prabhupada says in the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj, when he was about to get on the airplane to take him back to Vaikuntha, he saw that his mother was behind him, and he extended his hand to his mom, to his mata, to bring her on board the plane. And Prabhupada explains, you can't go back to Godhead unless you help others. That's a part of the ticket. You may be Paka Brahmana, chanting all your mantras and doing everything first class. But it's very wonderful that I think we have at least 3 or 4 new guests here this week. So whoever invited those guests, they are getting some extra Krishna points for that. So everyone should make a promise to themselves that they're going to try to bring someone new next Sunday. Even if it's just for the food. The food is also Krishna. It's an incarnation of Krishna. I mean, Prabhupada's feasts were so fabulous at 26 seconds. Imagine getting a feast from Prabhupada himself, from Prabhupada's hands, that the samosas that Prabhupada personally cooked. When Rupanuga was our GBC in Ottawa in 1976, when I left Chicago to serve Ottawa, he said that Prabhupada would take Prabhupada came here to North America with 600 Bhagavatams, 200 copies of Canto 1, Canto 2, Canto 3, so 600 books. And he would go out personally, store to store, with these Bhagavatams. But he would always bring samosas with him to give to the store owners. And the store owners could understand that Prabhupada was not an ordinary book salesman, because when was the last time you bought a book from someone that gave you a samosa? So I just came from Brooklyn Temple. We were celebrating the 60th anniversary of when Srila Prabhupada incorporated ISKCON, 1966. And I was there with a dozen godbrothers each year. It's one or two less. But it was wonderful to be there with many of these devotees from the 1970s that I still remember. We went on a boat cruise, and I was thinking of the paradox as we were passing the Statue of Liberty. How many people are enslaved today by these computers and by consumerism? So in order to protect ourselves from getting sucked in by consumerism, the key for that is that the yajna in Kali Yuga is sankirtan, coming from samyak, which means congregationally, and kirti means to give fame or to glorify. So by coming together as we are doing kirtan, and not only us coming together here, but I saved this for you here. 2 nectar verses. I was speaking to one of my godbrother, Dayananda Prabhu, who was the first temple president in Los Angeles and also spent time in New York. And he said to me in a WhatsApp message, our householder congregations must be converted into dynamic preachers with tactics that at least match the Mormons and the Pentecostals. And if you can recall reading the introduction of the Srimad Bhagavatam, it describes that Lord Chaitanya, yes, in the course of his preaching work, Mahaprabhu used to send daily all his followers, including Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, 2 of his chief whips, door to door, to preach the Srimad Bhagavatam. We have the example of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the father of Srila Prabhupada's guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. He went to every home in his Godrum Dvip to beg a paisa, to build the Adbhuta Mandir, Yoga Pit. So I mean, if Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur could do that, then he's an incarnation of, I think, Vishaka or Lalita. Very exalted personality. Then what's our excuse? So when I came to the Ottawa Temple in 76, end of 76, we had a big map on the wall of Hull, Gatineau, Elmer, and Ottawa City. And each night, or afternoon, evening, one devotee would start on one side of the block. No, we would both start in the same spot, but we would go around it and knock on every single door. And we covered all of Ottawa, all of Hull, all of Elmer, like this. We did it systematically. We didn't leave a stone unturned. Look at the Jehovah's Witnesses, how enthusiastic they are. And now the Mormons, you see them, young boys, young girls, oh, come with us to church. And they're very enthusiastic and very enlivened. And we know that in Vedic times, even if you were a prince, you went to the Gurukula. Why did you do that? To go and beg alms from the neighbors to learn humility. Because if you're a prince, then you kind of got it made, right? You're pretty puffed up because your dad is the king. But still, you were asked to go and beg some alms, some atta. Pardon? Bhiksha, thank you. Yeah. So I'd like to encourage everybody to think about this. I know you're very busy in your lives, and that's the way, the asuras and the rakshasas, they organize this culture. So we're so busy, we have no time, and then death comes, no time. No, come on with us. You have to come now. So, of course, it helps when you have a Sankirtan partner that you can go out with. That makes it more fun, and then you can share at the end of the evening who you met. You might meet amazing people going door to door, store to store. Even when I was walking through New York, I was going to visit, I forgot, I meant to bring it with me. I brought some branches from the Prabhupada tree that Prabhupada chants under in Elm Street. I'll have to bring some next time. But I only got a few, so. So yeah, we were just walking down the street to the Prabhupada tree in Tompkins Park. And immediately a guy said, "Hey, Hare Krishna." He knew it. She said, "Hey, are you going to 26 Second Avenue?" Another time I was in New York City and this old Afro-American man said, "Hey, is the Swami still serving out prasad?" Oh, that was 1977. That was the last time. Of course, Prabhupada is still giving prasad. I shouldn't say that, excuse me. But he used to get prasadam directly from Prabhupada's hand. So we can think like this, how we can become more fixed up, more empowered, chant better japa, read the books. I don't know if you have a study group here. You have a study group, I think? Because you were giving out some awards, some prizes, I think, or some diplomas a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Yeah. So there's so much to do, to organize. But every month, our program should be based around Leelas. We have Janmashtami coming up, right? But before Janmashtami, what comes before Janmashtami? Yes, Lord Balaram's parents' day. So August 23rd is Julan Yatra, which ends on Balaram's Purnima. And then Srila Prabhupada departs for the USA the day after that, which is actually, we wouldn't even be sitting here if Prabhupada didn't do that. So it's a day of rejoicing. And it's a Friday, September 4th, Janmashtami. And then Vyasa Puja, Prabhupada's birthday, which I will dare say, I think is even more important than Janmashtami. Because I wouldn't even know what Janmashtami was if I didn't know Srila Prabhupada. And Radhashtami then is in September 18th. So those are some wonderful festivals for everyone to look forward to. Gee, I didn't leave any time for questions. I'm sorry. Does anyone have a comment or a question you'd like to ask? I'm sorry, I spent too much time talking.
No, Prabhuji, it was great. And first, let's give a big round of applause for this great scholar for you. Anybody has a question or reflections? Well, I have something to share. It was, as I said, very engaging lecture, and your knowledge about the verses and the way you recite, that's very, very impressive. You put us in a spot, like I was like, Prabhuji's singing and reciting so well. Also, how you began with the 10 offenses, how we should avoid, and especially when Amognam Prabhu pointed that inattentive chanting. You glorified Krishna all throughout the lecture, talking about his various pastimes, not as much, but how he's an antaryami, and 24/7 he's talking to us, and it's just that we need to clear that cache or the static. So I think that was very, very important for me. And also another, the way you explained that in the last, that importance of various dates, what we should remember. So that's something like when Prabhupada came to the US to deliver us from all the, we wouldn't have been here. And it's just that this, I'm reading that book on Prabhupada, and when you talked about his journey, his coming to 26 Avenue Street, the Tompkins Square Park, so I could resonate, when hearing it from you, it's really, really very, I would say, blissful and beautiful pastime. So thank you so much with my humble heart, and I would really pay my respect and
thank you. For Darshini for having such a good memory.
That's good.
Being a quick note taker. Did you take notes, or is that from my memory?
I did take notes,
okay.
But I was listening to you as well, and I didn't want to offend you because I thought you might think that I'm using my phone, but that intention was not that. Thank you so much again. Thank you. So moving forward, just I would like to ask one more time. I saw some new devotees joined us. Anybody else joined us who didn't start in the beginning? Do we have anybody? Welcome, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for coming today. Let's give a big round of applause. I have few announcements to make, especially the devotees who are joining us for the first time. August 22nd, we are celebrating the second annual Mississauga Festival of Joy at the JC Sellington Park in the Lakeshore area. It's going to be a fun-filled day. We're putting a lot of efforts together. It's going to be we have our flyers, online flyer as well as hard copy flyer. And our temple president Mahavishnu Prabhu, I would like to invite him to come and say a few words. Welcome, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for each and every one of the devotees who have come here today. Those who have come first time, welcome to ISKCON Mississauga. I won't take much time because we have sort of limited time here in this center. Okay, everybody seen the corporate event that is going to happen in August the 29th in Hyatt Hotel. That has been already spoken by Nanda Sutta Prabhu. And today, and there are flyers, so they can take the flyers for the corporate office. Anybody who can get along or help anybody else in this. This Prabhu has come from overseas, thousands of miles away, and he's a very expert in getting all the corporate movements and understanding the stress level, the management level for your personal life as well as the corporate life. The next event, which is actually the first event and is for the successive second year for Mississauga Festival of Joy. Everybody has heard of Mississauga Festival of Joy? Yeah, Hare Krishna. Last year we had this in Mississauga Valley Park. In Mississauga Valley Park we had this. It was the first time and it was a success. This time we don't want success, we want a huge success. So, and it is in a very beautiful place. It's near the lakeshore, near the Port Credit, is JC Sellington Park. And the parking is very close by. We have booked A and B spot, and we would like each and every one and call all your friends, and there are flyers, please take there. And not only that, we would like to give opportunities for everyone if they want to do some volunteers, some sevas in different categories. There are different sevas are there. You can reach one of us at the desk, whatever they want, or give the name if you want to do. There are setups, there are tents. Oh, okay, a little bit more. This is meant actually more for the children and as well as the adults. You can see more. There are actually magic show, puppet show, and then there are actually dragon dance. And there are Dol Tasha. If you are from India, you should know what is Dol Tasha is. That is also there. And so many other drama is there, children's programs are there. We have 6 confirmed delegates, VIPs who are set, including the mayor of Mississauga. So they are there. And we have beautiful flyers. Anybody wants to know any shops or place they think that this will help in promoting, please take that. And for your individual friends and circles, there are small card-like things here. You can take that. Besides that, there are savers for on that day, and also you can do, if you are busy or something, there are savers in a monetary way. There are different categories are there where you can do the sevas. So please look into give your email, and everybody who's in our voluntary program or who's in our MFJ, you can see all the seva lists will be there, and all the donation lists will be there. Whichever is convenient, please, everything helps. Alright? So without your participation, this will never be a success. So we would want each and every one of y'all to please do come, invite your friends, your families on that day. It is on 22nd August this year at JC Sellington Park. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. like His Grace Gaura Prabhu said that everybody should try to bring one new person to the temple. We earn some credits. So even if you all can support our community event, bring friends, neighbors. It's going to be a nice community festival. And we have the jazz band too coming, the Rajasi band. So they are coming as well. So for the music lovers, that's going to be good as well. And now I would like to thank our book distribution team. They work very hard every week going out and distributing books, no matter what time of the year it is. So last week our book distribution team had distributed 8 books. They were successful in delivering 6 Bhagavad Gitas in English and also the Krishna book. So big round of applause to our book distribution team, please. And also we are glad to share with you that we have a reading club for all the newcomers to read Srila Prabhupada's books at their own pace, around 2 to 3 pages a day. The book for this month is Beyond Birth and Death. So all the newcomers, please get your free copy. You can contact Nishant Prabhu. If you could just, he's there towards the left near the book distribution table. So you can let him know. And also for the newcomers who are coming for the first time, we'll be delighted to serve you prasadam on the tables. There will be a table set up specially for you. So please have a seat there. Our team members will come and serve you. That is, we are honoring your coming. Thank you so much. And now we move to the next part of the program, which is the closing kirtan. And after that, we have some upcoming birthday celebrations. So let's all do the kirtan now, and then we'll celebrate some birthdays. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.